Oftentimes, the best ghost town stories come from the people who remember that town. In the case of Burdick, few, if any today, remember when it was an active, bustling village. But plenty of people remember the last remnants of this Duneland ghost town. Named after Ambrose Burdick, a Michigan lumber dealer, Burdick was originally established around 1870 on land he purchased in northeast Jackson and southern Pine Townships. The area offered ample timber and a convenient shipping location along the Lakeshore and Michigan Southern Railroad. Burdick established a lumber yard on the north side of the tracks, and the town was laid out on the south side, along what is now Burdick Road and County Road 475 East. A post office was quickly established in 1871 and served many residents in Jackson and Pine Townships until 1933. Most residents who claimed Burdick as home were farmers living outside the original town lines. Other residents worked for the railroad or at the coal kilns, or served as telegraph operators, store clerks, and business owners. While Burdick was never a large town, it was quite active. The train station had several stops each day, bringing supplies into town, as well as taking milk, grain, and lumber into Chicago. In the early years, the railroad station was the center of business and social life, the place where goods were shipped and all the news could be heard. But the expansion of highways and automobiles led to the decline of the Burdick Railroad Station. The New York Central Railroad abandoned the Burdick Station in 1928, noting that Burdick's revenue had dropped dramatically due to truck shipments. As with many 19th century American towns, at the center of social life was the church. The Burdick Methodist Church was built in 1895 and became the center for many social activities. In 1896, the Ladies' Aid Society made a signature quilt to sell as a fundraiser. That quilt is part of the Westchester Township History Museum's collection today. The church building was condemned and torn down around 1930. Most Dunelanders who remember Burdick recall going to the Burdick General Store for penny candy, a cold pop, and friendly conversation. One of 3 separate stores to serve the community between 1870 and 1970, the Burdick General Store changed hands several times, but continued to offer things area residents needed, everything from food and dry goods to shoes and buggy whips. Last operated by Ben and Edna Wood, the store closed in 1971 and was demolished in 2013, the last remnant of the once active community. Burdick's history is full of interesting stories and personal memories, from the traditional, like ghosts and tragic railroad accidents, to the surprising, like visits from John Dillinger's gang and other prison escapees. But at the heart of Burdick's story are the people that really made it home. Thanks for watching. Tune in next week for another video about Duneland ghost towns.